My dog brought me a bone from the backyard, but it wasn't from an animal. I adopted Max 6 months ago. He's a big, friendly golden retriever who loves digging up my backyard. It's harmless fun, or at least it used to be. I didn't mind when he unearthed old toys or chunks of stone, but last week he brought something that I can't explain. It was dusk when I let him out. I was cleaning up the dishes, watching through the kitchen window as he pawed at the soil. He usually loses interest after a few minutes, but that night was different. Max seemed determined, kicking dirt into the air with frantic energy. When he finally stopped, he darted to the back porch with something clamped in his jaws. I opened the door to see what treasure he'd found. It was a bone, not one of his chew toys. This was real. It was too large to be from a squirrel or a rabbit, clean and oddly white like it had been preserved. At first, I thought it might be from an old deer carcass, but the shape was all wrong. My stomach churned as I realized it looked human. I tried to convince myself I was overthinking it. Maybe it was just from some larger animal. But when I examined it closer, the feeling of dread settled deep. There were faint knife marks on the surface, like it had been cut. I dropped the bone and rushed Max inside, locking the back door. The next morning, I called a friend who works in forensic anthropology. They're used to my weird curiosity, but when I described the bone, their tone shifted. "Don't touch it. Call the authorities," they said. I hung up, my hands trembling, but before I could dial, Max started barking furiously. I ran to the backyard. The hole Max had dug was wide open, larger than before, and now there was something sticking out of the dirt, more bones. My vision blurred as I realized they were forming a hand, a human hand, and it was curled into a fist pointing towards the house. That's when I heard the sound of footsteps behind me.